Hey guys, what's up? It's Lisa from TwoCreateAWebsite.com. Okay, I'm here to talk about a scandal. Not ABC scandal, although I do love that scandal. But this is a scandal with Google AdSense that has been firing up and been going around the web for the last few days. Shout out to James from my forum website Babel. He is the one that alerted me to this originally. His site is, I'll put it on the screen. I don't remember if it's bestreviewer.com or .net, but I'll put it on the screen. I wanted to give him a shout out just for bringing this to my attention. So this is what happened. There is a letter going around the web right now by an alleged ex-Google employee who has revealed that Google has been stealing money from AdSense publishers by banning their accounts right up until the pay period or their first payment. So the idea is they use those websites to serve up the ads and make money with their advertisers, and then here it is time to pay the publisher their money for AdSense, and then they ban them. So here's the deal. TechCrunch then puts out an article and basically kind of discredits a lot of the claims that this person made. And I have to say, I do sort of believe that this is probably not an ex-Google employee. The reason is the person in the article uses a lot of terminology that a Google employee would not typically use in terms of their internal language. It sounded a little suspicious. It sounded like some terminology that publishers would use or bloggers would use. And there were also some other inconsistencies about the payment structure. It didn't make sense with how Google pays. I'll let you read both articles. I'll put them in the description. But one of the biggest accusations that the person made that everybody's been talking about is that there's this color-coded system allegedly that Google uses where they put publishers in different color categories. So you got red, yellow, blue, and green. So if you're in the red category, they look for any reason to ban your account. It doesn't matter. They will find something wrong with your account and ban you. And then as you go down the spectrum, when you get closer to the green accounts, or if you're green, you are the safest. Your account is safe, meaning they will protect you. They don't want to ban you because it may look bad, blah, blah, blah. Well, Google has denied all of this. There is no color system that exists, so it's supposedly not true. Now, even though this letter that this guy wrote may be false, maybe he really is a disgruntled AdSense publisher, I gotta say, as an AdSense publisher myself, at the risk of losing my account, the letter does bring things to light that I've always been suspicious about, but I can't prove it. And I'm here to say that I can't prove anything that I'm going to say. This guy could very well be a fake. But the one thing that has always bothered me about the AdSense program is, why does Google wait until the person is going to get paid before they ban them? This doesn't just happen every now and then. This happens all the time. And let me key you in on something that a lot of you guys don't know. I am like the unofficial support person for AdSense. Because AdSense has very limited support, and because I have so much content out here for AdSense, people email me. Okay, so when they get banned, when they're frustrated, when they're confused, they come to me. They don't go to Google. So in the past 3 years, I have probably received, this is not an exaggeration, at least 300 emails from people who were banned right before their first check. And I never understood why they do that. The guy who wrote the article says it's because they want to use your site to serve up the ads, and then they, get the money from the advertiser, and then they decide not to pay you, and so the money goes back to the advertiser or whatever. So they're using you to display the ads. TechCrunch says that can't be true because Google does not pay the or does not take money from the advertiser until the publisher is paid, which I wasn't sure about that either, because that means if it takes you 8 months to get a check, then the advertiser is not going to get charged for 8 months. That part didn't make sense either. That's why I have to be very careful with what I'm saying. There's a lot of he say, she say stuff. All I'm saying is that I've never liked the fact that so many people are getting banned right up until the time it's time for them to get paid. For example, if I owned Google AdSense, I would hire a team of quality control people and say, look, okay, here's your job to monitor all the new accounts. If you see anything sketchy or shady, because Google is a technology company, they have some very sophisticated systems in place, right? So it's very easy for them to see, you know, if something shady is going on or not. So I would just tell these people, hey, okay, monitor these new accounts. If you see anything crazy in the first couple of days, get rid of them. Why are you waiting 6-8 months until the person's going to get their check to pay them? So even if it's nothing shady going on, it's just a very inefficient system. It's just like, why is it even set up like this? Now, I don't work for Google. Maybe they have their reasons, but I gotta say, as a publisher, I've always wondered why they operate like that. Now, the other thing I want to say is a lot of you guys who are in AdSense, you're making good money, you've always made money with AdSense, you've never had any problems. It's easy to sit back from your computer with your little AdSense check and say, well, you know, if you just follow the rules, you won't get banned. I used to think that until 2012. And like I said, guys, I received so many emails in the last few years from people who have been banned. All of a sudden in 2012, Google started banning large publisher accounts. People making $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month. I knew I was in trouble then. In fact, I started taking AdSense ads off my site, like minimizing the amount of ad units I had on my pages and diversifying better, because I was trying to lessen that dependency. Even though I had done a really good job by that time of diversifying my income anyway, I wasn't depending on AdSense. But now today I'm even much less dependent. AdSense is not even 25-30% of my income. I've diversified so well now, and that's why, you know, if I lose my account for saying what I'm saying here, you know, it would suck. But at the same time, it's not a huge portion of my income anymore. So when Google started banning all of these large earning publishers, like in mass quantities, I was like, what is going on? These people have been in the program for 7, 8, 9 years. Why all of a sudden are they getting kicked out of the program? These people didn't just suddenly start clicking their own ads. Especially if you're making 10K a month from AdSense and you're doing it legally, you're not clicking your own ads, everything's honest, you have no reason to then start clicking your ads. You're making money on your own. Why would you risk that money that you're earning? So it didn't make sense to me why all of a sudden are people like Spencer Hawes of Niche Pursuits getting banned when this guy's been making tons of money from AdSense for years. He wouldn't put his account in jeopardy. So to this day, I still was like, what is going on? So around that same time is when I started receiving so many emails from you guys about, I don't understand, I've been in the program for 4 or 5 years, I haven't done anything wrong, I got banned, I don't know why. And in the beginning I was like, oh, they probably clicked their own ads, but I changed my tune after 2012. So those of you guys sitting back judging, saying, oh, you know, you shouldn't click your own ads, you shouldn't violate the terms, don't be so quick to judge, because no one is safe. I'm here to tell you that with certainty, because if you guys could have seen my inbox for the past 3 years, I think you'd sing a different tune. I think you'd be less quick to judge. No one is safe. I don't care how much money you're making with AdSense. That's why it's so important. I'm always talking about diversify. The other thing I want to mention is a guy told me a couple years ago, I'd written on my blog, I said, I sometimes wonder how long AdSense is going to be around. And he replied, he said, Lisa, you know, you really frustrate me. You used to be so positive about AdSense. Now I feel like you're being so negative about the program. Look, I'm not being negative. I'm being a realist. AdSense is probably one of the most unstable ways to make money online because of how easy it is to get your account taken away. That's the truth. AdSense is not what it was back in 2004 or 5. Things have changed, whether it's what this guy in this article was talking about or whether it's something else. It's not a stable source of income. You've got to find other ways to make money. It's just too much going on, and I don't know what to believe anymore, you guys. I honestly don't. I just know that it looked very, very suspicious, Google. It did, when they started banning so many people all at once, especially people who have been in the program for years. I don't know what to make of that. So I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. Let's talk. I'll see you there. Bye.